ఉన్నారందరూ బాగున్నారా? ఓకే. సో, ఈరోజు మీరందరూ బాగా ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకొని వచ్చారనుకుంటా. సో, అందరూ రెడీయా టెస్ట్‌కి?
Meeta,
యెస్. యెస్ మ్యామ్.
one more instructions. Good
Yes.
afternoon, teachers and students. And we have started this test half an hour before. So this is from the request from the principal and students' feedback. Pinky ji instructed to start the session around 3:30. Now 3:30 to 4 o'clock, we will display 5 to 7 questions and we will discuss the answers for that. At 4 o'clock, few other schools will also join. From 4 to 5, we will conduct the test for 20 more questions. So get ready, all the best and do well. Start, Meeta.
Okay. So, shall we start now? Okay. I am sharing the screen. Each question will be shown only for 1 minute. So, within that period only you have to write your answers. Okay. So, is it visible? Okay. So, moving for the first question. So here you have the first question, that is, if the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 10x plus k, which is equal to 0, are reciprocal of each other, find the value of the k. So you are having the options as option A minus 1, option B 1, option C 10 and option D minus 10. Once again, I will read the question. If the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 10x plus k is equal to 0 are the reciprocal of each other, find the value of k. Okay, so we are moving for the next question now. The question number second will be, so here you have the second question. Find the polar of the point 2, 3 with respect to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 13. So for that you are having the option A as 2x plus 3y is equal to 13, 3x plus 2y is equal to 13, 2x plus 3y is equal to 1 and 3x plus 2y is equal to 1. Once again, I will repeat the question. Find the polar of the point 2, 3 with respect to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 13. So you are having the four options. 2x plus 3y is equal to 13, 3x plus 2y is equal to 13 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 1, 3x plus 2y is equal to 1. We are moving for the next question, students. So here you have the next question as, find the constant term in the expansion of x square plus 1 by x power 3. Here you have the options as A option 3, option B 1, option C 6, option D 9. Once again, I will repeat the question, students. Find the constant term in the expansion of x square plus 1 by x power 3. So for that one, you are having the option as option A 3, option B 1, option C 6, option D 9. Okay, students. So we are moving for the next question now. So here you have the fourth question, that is, A complex number is represented by a point in the Arganda plane. The imaginary part of the complex number correspond to which axis? Here you have the options as option A, x-axis, option B, y-axis, option C, z-axis, and the option D, origin. Once again, I will repeat the question. A complex number is represented by a point in the Arganda plane. The imaginary part of the complex number correspond to which axis? Option A, x-axis, option B, y-axis, option C, z-axis, and the option D, origin. Okay, students, so we are moving for the next question. So that will be your fifth question. Using De Moivre's theorem, simplify the expansion cos theta plus I sin theta whole power 3. So for this one you are having the options as option A, cos cube theta plus I sin cube theta, option B, cos theta plus I sin theta, option C, 3 cos theta plus 3 I sin theta, option D, cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta. Once again, I will repeat the question. Using the De Moivre's theorem, simplify the expression cos theta plus I sin theta whole power 3. Okay, students. So we are moving for the next question now. So the next question is your sixth question. Here you have the sixth question, that is, what is the equation of the circle passing through the line origin 0, 0 and having intercepts at A and B on the x and y axis respectively? So here you have the options as option A, x square plus y square plus ax plus by is equal to 0, and the option B, x minus a whole square plus y. Yes, kindly mute yourself. Students, teachers, kindly mute yourself.
सीवी सर गरम भी है
Namaste, Pinky ji. Continue, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So here you have the options as x square plus y square plus ax plus by is equal to 0, x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to 0, and the C option is x square plus y square is equal to a square plus b square, and the option D is x square plus y square minus ax minus by is equal to 0. And here we are moving the last question. If one root of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the reciprocal of the other, which of the following is true? Option A plus c is equal to 0. Option B, a is equal to c. Option C, b is equal to c. Option D, a is equal to b. Once again, I will repeat the question. Kindly mute yourself.
Meeta ma'am, you are in mute, ma'am. Please unmute yourself.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am, audible. You
Okay.
continue.
So we are moving further. So this is your 8th question. The graph of quadratic expression y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is a parabola that opens upwards. What can be said about the coefficient a? Here you are having the options as option A greater than 0, option B A is equal to 0, option C A is less than 0, and the option D B greater than 0. Okay, students.
Ma'am,
So,
wait, ma'am. Few more seconds. Few more seconds.
yeah, ma'am.
Next is we will discuss the answer, isn't it, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And schools, we are going to discuss the answer now. Students, please exchange your answer sheet and you check the answer.
Okay, so now we are going to check our answers now. So here the first question is, if the root of the quadratic equation x square minus 10x plus k is equal to 0 are the reciprocal of each other, find the value of the k. So here the option B is the correct answer. So here see what they have given here, the roots are reciprocal. So we know that the roots are the alpha and 1 by alpha. So if each other are reciprocal means that will be alpha into 1 by alpha. So that will be value of 1. So we know already according to the quadratic equation roots, that is c by a. So c by a is equal to 1. Substituting the values of a and c from the equation, k by 1 which is equal to 1. So next, the second question is, find the polar of the point 2, 3 with respect to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 13. So for this one, option A is the correct answer. The equation x square plus y square is equal to r square is the equation of the circle. So for that, we are writing this one as x into x1 plus y into y1, which is equal to r square. So further we are having the points as x1 y1 as 2 3. So if we substitute over that means we will get r square is equal to 13. So then using that one, so our equation will be 2x plus 3y, which is equal to 13 will be the answer. And for the third question, find the constant term in the expansion of x square plus 1 by x power 3. So here we know the expansion of the binomial theorem, that is a plus b power n. So in that we have the general term. What is that general term? TR plus 1, which is equal to NCR a power n minus r into b power r. Substitute the value of the a, b as well as n. You will get the value as r is equal to 2. So here you have to consider the exponent of x equal to 0. So here you are getting x power 6 minus 3r. So here we are considering 6 minus 3r is equal to 0, and you will get the r value as 2. And further in the same formula, put all the values over there, a, b as well as n and r. So you will get the answer as T3 is equal to 3. So for this one, option A is equal to 3 is the correct answer. For the next one, for the fourth question, a complex number is represented by a point in the Arganda plane. The imaginary part of the complex number correspond to which axis? So as if we know the x-axis is representing the horizontal axis. So it is x-axis is representing the real part and the B means that is the imaginary part. So that's why our answer will be option B, y-axis. And the next question, that is the fifth question, using the De Moivre's theorem, simplify the expansion of cos theta plus I sin theta power 3. So if you open that means, so how we are going to write that one? The multiplying the argument argument by n. So if you multiply by argument by n means, so in generally you are going to get that one as n theta. So in place we are having the 3 over there. So for this one, option D is the correct answer. The answer is cos of 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta. And for the sixth question, what is the equation of the circle passing through the origin 0, 0, having the intercept A and B on the x and y axis respectively? So for that one, your equation will be x square plus y square minus ax minus by, which is equal to 0. So the circle passes through, how it is passing? So the coordinates will be a comma 0 and 0 comma b. So if you substitute in the general equation means you will get this equation. For the seventh question, if one root of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the reciprocal of the other, which of the following is true? So here the reciprocals are alpha and 1 by alpha. So if you multiply that one means you are going to get the 1 as an answer. C by A is equal to 1. So your answer will be the option B, A is equal to C. So here you have the last question, that is the graph of the quadratic expression y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is a parabola that opens upwards. What can be said about the coefficient a? So here we can say a is greater than 0 because the leading coefficient a determines the direction of the parabola. So if a greater than 0 means parabola will be opening upwards. If it is less than A means it is opening downwards. So the option A greater than 0 is the correct option. So I hope all of you were corrected yourself. Kindly teachers.
Meeta ma'am, we have 9 more minutes to start 4 o'clock quiz.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
can show the same 8 questions. A few more schools have joined right now. You can show
Okay.
the questions now and the answers also continuously so that the schools, those who have joined recently, can go through the question as well as answers.
Okay, ma'am.
The next test we will start at 4 p.m.
Okay, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Okay, once again I am sharing the screen of the answers which we have done now. So this is our first question. If the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 10x plus k is equal to 0 are reciprocal, so then what is the value of the k? So here you are having the options as minus 1, 1, 10 and minus 10. So in this equation, the reciprocal, they were mentioning the roots are reciprocal. So we are considering those as alpha and 1 by alpha. Their product of roots is alpha into 1 by alpha means alpha get cancels. You are getting the 1 as an answer. So after that, product of the roots we are considering c by a, which is equal to 1. So if you substitute the a and c value in the equation means you are going to get the k is equal to 1 over there. Similarly, you will be having the second question. Find the polar of the point 2, 3 with respect to the circle x square plus y square is equal to 13. So for that one, what you are doing here? So we know the general formula, that is x square plus y square is equal to r square. So that we are rewriting that one as x into x1 plus y into y1, which is equal to r square. So add the values of the point as x1, y1, that is 2, 3 in the equation. You are going to get the r square is equal to 13. So again, replace the value of the r square as 13. You will get the equation as 2x plus 3y, which is equal to 13. Next, third question will be find the constant term in the expansion x square plus 1 by x power 3. So here you are having the option as 3, 1, 6 and 9. So you know the expansion and as well as the general term What is that general term? Tr plus 1, which is equal to NCR a power n minus r into b power r. Substitute all the values, but we don't know the value of the r. We have to find the value of the r first. So for this equation, we are considering, we set the exponent of x equal to 0. That is 6 minus 3r is equal to 0. We will get the r value as 2. Further, again substitute r is equal to 2 in the general term. You will get the answer as T3 is equal to 3. So, your answer is option A, 3. And the next question will be, a complex number is represented by a point in the Arganda plane. The imaginary part of the complex number is correspond to which axis? Here we are having the horizontal and vertical lines, right? So in the horizontal line is called the real axis or real part. That is afterwards vertical axis. That means that is the imaginary axis equivalent to the y-axis. So for here it is mentioning the answer as y-axis. So using the De Moivre's theorem, simplify the expression cos theta plus I sin theta power 3. So in general equation, we know that one cos theta plus I sin theta power n means we are going to write it as, that is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So instead of n, we are having the value of the 3 over there. So for this one, option D, cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta is the correct answer. What is the equation of the circle passing through the origin 0, 0 having the intercepts A and B on the x and y axis respectively? So here we are knowing that one, that is since the circles are passing through 0, 0, so considering the constant term c is 0, so then we are going to get the a, 0 as well as b 0, b as our points over there. So if you substitute these point into the general equation, we are going to get the answer as x square plus y square minus ax minus by, which is equal to 0. The option D is the correct answer. Further, you are having the seventh question. If one root of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the reciprocal of the other, which of the following is true? So here reciprocals are given, so that means we are going to take this one as alpha into 1 by alpha, which is equal to 1. So that's why we are knowing the product of the roots as c by a, that is c by a is equal to 1 we will get. That implies c is equal to a, or you can write a is equal to c. So here you are having the B, option B, a is equal to c is the correct answer. So here you have the last question. The graph of the quadratic expression y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is a parabola that opens upwards. What can be said about the coefficient a? So here if it is the parabola is, if the leading coefficient a determines the direction of the parabola a greater than 0, the parabola will be opens in the upward direction. If the a is less than 0 means it is opening at the downwards. So that's why the option A is the correct answer, a greater than 0. So here for the answers of these all the 8 questions, I hope you people were corrected yourself. And again we will wait for again 2 more minutes to join other schools, colleges, and then further we will start the more questions. Ma'am, can we start, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, please.
ఓకే. సో గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. నమస్కారం అందరికీ. ఎలా ఉన్నారు అందరూ? ఈరోజు టెస్ట్. సో అందరూ జాయిన్ అయిపోయారనుకుంటాను. సో మీకు ఆల్రెడీ రూల్స్ తెలుసు. సో ఇక్కడ మీకు 1 minute will be shown. The question will be shown only for 1 minute. So you should write your answers in your sheets and you have to mention your names as well as college names downwards. Okay. So we are going to start the
Once we complete 20 questions, we will start showing the answer for peer and teachers help the students and how to correct the answers, help them. And once we completed all the 20 questions, the teachers can collect the answer sheet, write all the details given in the Word document, follow the instructions, and send the Excel file to the respective coordinator of your school. Thank you. Ma'am, continue.
okay. So students, please don't write your answers in the chat box. Kindly write in the paper. So I hope the screen will be visible. So this is your first question. Find the value of a k for which the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus k plus 4 of x plus 4k is equal to 0 are equal. So here you have options as option A 0, option B 4, option C 8 and option D 12. Okay.
Wait, ma'am.
Next, we are moving for the next question. So your second question will be find the equation of the circle with the center 3 comma minus 2 and the radius is 5 and you are having the option A as x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square which is equal to 25 and the option B x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square which is equal to 25 and the option C x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square which is equal to 5 and the option D is x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square which is equal to 5. Once again, I will repeat the question. Find the equation of the circle with the center 3 comma minus 2 and the radius 5. Okay. So we are moving for the next question, students, now. So your next question will be what is the center and radius of the circle with the equation x square plus y square plus c6x minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So you are having the options as option A center as minus 3 comma 2 and the radius is 5. Option B center is 3 and minus 2 and the radius is 5 and the option C minus 3 comma 2 and the radius is 12 and the option D center has 3 comma minus 2 and the radius as 12. What is the center and radius of the circle with the equation x square plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0? Okay, so further we will move for the next question now. So your fourth question is evaluate integration 1 to 2 3x square plus 2x dx. So here you are having the option A as 10, option B as 12, option C as 14 and option D as 16. Once again, I will repeat the question. Evaluate integration 1 to 2 3x square plus 2x into dx. Your options as option A is 10, option B is 12, option C is 14 and option D is 16. Okay, so we will move further. Next question. So you have the next question as the fifth question. Evaluate 0 to pi sin x dx. Evaluate integration 0 to pi sin x dx. Options as option A is 0, option B is 1, option C is 2 and the option D is minus 1. Evaluate integration 0 to pi sin x dx. So here you have the options as option A is 0, option B is 1, option C is 2 and the option D is minus 1. Okay, so we will move for the next question now. So your sixth question is find the value of integration 0 to pi e power x dx. So you are having the option as option A e, option B e minus 1, option C 1 minus e and the option D is 1. Once again, I will repeat the question. Your sixth question is find the value of integration 0 to pi e power x dx. So you are having the option as option A e, option B e minus 1, option C 1 minus e and the option D 1. Okay, so next we will move for the next question, that is your seventh question. Find the coefficient of x cube in the expansion of 2x plus 3 power 5. So you are having the options as option A 1080, option B 720, option C 360, option D 270. Find the coefficient of x cube in the expansion of 2x plus 3 power 5. The options are Option A 1080, option B 720, option C 360, option D 270. Okay. So we are moving for the next question now. Your next question is the length of the tangent from the point 5, 1 to the circle x square plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 3 is equal to 0 is. You are having options as option A 6, option B 7, option C 8, option D 9. Once again, I will repeat the question. The length of the tangent from the point 5, 1 to the circle x square plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 3 is equal to 0 is. So you are having the options as 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, students. So we are moving for the next question now. So your next question is, so here you have the ninth question. Is the point 1, 1 inside, outside or on the circle x square plus y square is equal to 5? So here you have the options as option A, the point is inside the circle. Option B, the point is outside the circle. Option C, the point is on the circle. Option D is none of the above answers. Once again, I will repeat the question. Is the point 1, 1 inside, outside or on the circle for the equation x square plus y square which is equal to 5? So here you have the options as the point is inside the circle, the point is outside the circle, the point is on the circle, none of the above. Okay, so we are moving for the next question now. So your next question, 10th question will be, what is the number of terms in the expansion of a plus b power 10? Here you have the options as option A 10, option B 20, option C 12, option D 11. What is the number of terms in the expansion of a plus b power 10? So your options are 10, 20, 12 and 11. Okay, students. So we are moving for the next question now. So your 11th question is, find the coefficient of the terms containing x square in the expansion of 1 plus x power 5. Here you have the options as option A 5, option B 15, option C 10, option D 20. Once again, I will repeat the question. Find the coefficient of the terms containing x square in the expansion of 1 plus x power 5. So the options are 5, 15, 10 and 20. Okay, students, we are moving for the next question now. So your 12th question is, the binomial theorem for the positive integral index applies to the expansion of the form a plus b power n, where n is the negative integer. Option B, a plus b power n, where n is any real number. Option C, a plus b power n, where n is a fraction. A plus b power n, where n is a positive integer. Once again, I will repeat the question. The binomial theorem for the positive integral index applies to the expansion of the form a plus b power n. So, where n is negative or a real or a fraction or a positive. Okay. We are moving for the next question now. So, your 13th question is, the expansion of 1 plus x power n for the rational index n is a series that is valid if options are option A, for it will be valid for all the real values of x. Option B, mod x is less than 1. Option C, mod x is greater than 1. Option D, mod x is equal to 1. I will repeat the question once again. The expansion of 1 plus x power n for a rational index n is series that is valid if the options are option A, for all the real numbers of x, real values of x. Option B, mod x is less than 1. Option C, mod x is greater than 1. And the option D, mod x is equal to 1. Okay. So next we are moving for the next question now. So your 14th question is, which of the following expressions can be approximated using the binomial theorem for the rational index? Option A, 100 power 10. Option B, 1.01 power 1 by 2. Option C, 1 plus 2 power 5. Option D, x minus y power 3. Once again, I will repeat the question. Which of the following expressions can be approximated using the binomial theorem for the rational index? Option A, 100 power 10. Option B, 1.01 power 1 by 2. Option C, 1 plus 2 power 5. And the option D, x minus y power 3. Okay, students. So we will move for the next question. Your 15th question is, what is the formula for the general term in the expansion of x plus y power n? Option A is x power n plus y power n. Option B is NCR into x power n minus r into y power r. Option C, n minus 1 CR x power n minus r into y power r. And option D is RCN x power r into y power n minus r. Once again, I will repeat the question. What is the formula for the general term in the expansion of x plus y power n? The option A is x power n plus y power n. Option B is NCR x power n minus r y power r. Option C is n minus 1 CR x power n minus r into y power r. And the option D is RCN x power r into y power n minus r. So we will move for the next question now. So your 16th question is, in the expansion of x plus y power n, the sum of the exponents of x and y in any terms is always equal to n plus 1. Option B is n. Option C is n minus 1. Option D is depends on the terms. Once again, I will repeat the question. In the expansion of x plus y power n, the sum of the exponents of x and y in any terms is always equal to n plus 1, n, n minus 1, depends on the terms. Okay, students, so we are moving for the next question now. So your next question will be, what is the modulus of the complex number z is equal to 3 plus 4i? Here you have the options as option A 3, option B 4, option C 5, option D 7. What is the modulus of the complex number z is equal to 3 plus 4i? So here you have the options as 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, students. So we are moving for the next question now. So your next question, that is the question number 18. Find the value of I power 2023. So you have the options as option A 1, option B minus 1, option C I, option D minus I. Once again, I will repeat the question. So for the 18th question, that is, find the value of I power 2023. Here you have the options as option A 1, option B minus 1, option C I, and option D minus I. Okay, so we are moving for the next question now. So you have a 19th question as, a complex number is represented by a point in the Arganda plane. The imaginary of the complex number correspond to the which axis? So here you have options as option A x-axis, option B y-axis, option C z-axis, and the option D is origin. Once again, I will repeat the question. A complex number is represented by a point in the Arganda plane. The imaginary part of the complex number correspond to which axis? X-axis, y-axis, z-axis, or origin? Okay, so we will move for the last question. So your last question is, here you have the last question, that is 20th question. What is the polar form of the complex number z is equal to 1 plus I? The option A, root 2 cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Option B, 2 into cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Option C, root 2 into cos of pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. And the option D, 2 into cos of pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Once again, I will repeat the question. What is the polar form of the complex number z is equal to 1 plus I? Okay, students. I hope you people were written your answers in your sheets and exchange your sheets with your friends, or otherwise if you are beside ones, to evaluate your answer. So now I will share the answers with you people, so you can correct your answers over there. Okay, now I am sharing my screen. Okay, so here you have the first question. Find the value of a k for which the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus k plus 4 of x plus 4k is equal to 0 are equal. So
Screen is
here,
not visible. Screen is not.
okay, once again I will share the screen. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here you have the first question. So for the first question, so here you, what you have to do, so you have already the discriminant must be equal to 0. So that's for, so you are taking this one as d is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. And we are writing this equation as k plus 4 power 2 minus 4 into the bracket 1 into 4k, which is equal to 0. And if you solve this one, means you are going to get the k value as 4. That is, your correct answer is option B. Option B, 4 is your correct answer for the first question. And this will be the for the second question. What is the second question? Find the equation of the circle with the center 3 comma minus 2 and the radius 5. You have to find the equation over there. So here, what you are going to do here? We know the equation, standard form of the circle equation, that is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square, which is equal to r square. So even here you have to add up the values of the h and k as 3 and minus 2 and the radius as 5. So if you put these values in the standard equation,
Ma'am? Vita, ma'am?
is option A, x minus 2 whole square, which is equal to 25 is the correct answer. So next, your third question is, what is the center and radius of the circle with the equation x square plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So you know the equation. So that what is that equation? X square plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So here we are modifying the equation as, so x variable at a side and y variable at a side, and after that we are rewriting that function or that equation as x square plus 6x plus 9 plus y square minus 4y plus 4, which is equal to balance this equation, so we are adding the plus 9 as well as plus 4 on the both the sides. Okay, so after that if you take out that the in terms of the roots means, so you are going to get this as x plus 3 whole square, and for this one you are going to get the y minus 2 whole square, which is equal to 25. So according to this we are going to get the points as minus 3 comma 2 and the radius is 5. Okay, so for this one option A is the correct answer. That center is minus 3 comma 2 and the radius is 5. Next you are having the integration questions. This is the definite integral question. So you have to find the integration of this particular equation. So what is the integration of 3x square? That will be x cube. And what is the integration of 2x? That is x square. So here you have to add the upper and lower limits over there. So wherever you are having the x cube, first to add the value of the 2, that is upper limit, and afterwards you have to add the value of the lower limit using the subtraction symbols. So if you solve this one means you are going to get the answer as 10 over there. So for this question the option A is equal to 10. That is option A 10 is the correct answer for the fourth question. Okay, so similarly you will be having the next question, that is again comes under the integration. Evaluate 0 to pi sin x dx. So already you people have know what is the integration of the sin x, that is minus cos x, and what are the limits are given here, 0 and pi where the limits were given. First you have to add the value of the pi because that is the upper limit here. Cos minus cos pi, so minus of minus cos 0 you have to write over there. So cos pi is minus 1 and the cos 0 is 1 over there. So if you solve this one means you are going to get the answer as 2. So accordingly, so what is that option? That is option C is the correct answer for this question. So next one you will be having the value as find the value of 0 to pi e power x. Sorry students, this is not the pi, this is 1. I am extremely sorry for this one. So this limit is 1. Find the value of integration 0 to 1 e power x dx. So here if you take out the integration of e raised to x, what is the integration of e raised to x? That is e raised to x itself. So if you add the upper and lower limits over there, so what is the upper limit? That is 1. And what is the lower limit? That is 0. E power 1 means e itself. E power 0 means anything to the power 0 is the answer is 1. So your answer is E minus 1. That is the option B, E minus 1 is the correct answer. And you are having the seventh question. Find the coefficient of x cube in the expansion of 2x plus 3 power 5. Okay, so here you are have already has gone through the expansion of the binomial theorem in terms of a plus b power n, and you have the general term. What is that general term? Tr plus 1 is equal to ncr into a power n minus r into b power r. So in this expansion, add the value of a, b as well as n. What is the a value? That is 2x. And what is the b value? That is 3. What is the n value? That is 5. Okay, so here you have to find the coefficient of x cube over there. So that's why, so what we are having here, the power is equal to 5u minus r. So 5u minus r is equal to 3 we are considering. That means you will get the r value as 2. So after that you are going to add up the values over there. Again the values of the a, b as well as n and r values. So what you are going to get, t2 plus 1, that means t3, which is equal to 5uc2. So you have to solve this one 5uc2 using the combination formula 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 5 minus 2 factorial. So after solving, so you are going to get the answer as 720. The option B, 720 is the correct answer. And your eighth question, the length of the tangent of the from the point 5 comma 1 to the circle x square y plus y square plus 6x minus 4y minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so here we are having the length of the tangent from the point. What is that, the length of the tangent form? That is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. And we are taking the L as square root of S1. So S1 means the same equation that will be replaced by the points as x1, y1. Okay, so we have the x1 value as well as y1 value. What are those values? 5 comma 1. If you substitute the values in the equation, means you are going to get this as 49. So the length of the tangent, that is the under root is there. So 49 is not an answer. You have to take out the root for that one. So what is the square root of the 49? That is 7. So that means option B is a correct answer for this question. Okay, next one, is the point 1 comma 1 inside or outside or on the circle of x square plus y square is equal to 5? Okay, so here they have given the 1 comma 1 point, as well as here they have given the equation also. So here what is the radius? The radius is r square is equal to 5 is there. So that means in that term we have to check whether 2 is less than 5. In that case, what we have to write, is this inside or outside? The circle is the inside. That means the point is inside the circle. So whatever these points has been given, that is inside the circle. Okay, so your next question, what is the number of terms in the expansion of a plus b power 10? Okay, so here we are already discussed this thing in the class. That is, if you are having the power as a 10, means the terms will be, that is n plus 1 terms. So instead of n, what you are having here, 10. That means how many terms will be present over there? That means the 11 terms will be present over there. So here the option D is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so next we are moving further. You have a next question as, that is, find the coefficient of the terms containing x square in the expansion of 1 plus x power 5. So you have to find the coefficient of the terms which containing x square. So here we are having the coefficient as x square. So how we are going to calculate that one? So that means you are using the combinations over there. Which combination? That is 5c2. That means the n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So if you solve this one, means how much term you are going, how much answer you are going to get? That is 10. So that means your correct answer is option C, 10 is the correct answer. Okay, so next theorem for index applies to expansion of the form. Okay, so every time I have mentioned you, when n is a negative integer or a positive number integer or a real number, so here you are going to write this one as a option A is the correct answer. A plus b power n, where n is the negative integer. If the integral index is expand in the form of the binomial theorem, means you have to take that one as the non-negative, right? Non-negative integer or negative integer. Okay, and the next one, so you are having the 13th question. The 13th question is the expansion of 1 plus x power n for a rational index n series that is a valid if. Okay, so here we have used the rational index in the binomial theorem. So when you will call the rational numbers, so if it is in the form of p by q, right? So there in that one, so we have already done this one. So that means here you will be having the modulus x is less than 1. For the series converges, absolute values of x must be less than 1. So if it is less than 1, then only we will get the rational index in the series. Okay, so when we will get that expansion, that is when the modulus of x is less than 1. So the correct option is B. Next one, so which of the following expressions can be approximated using the binomial theorem for the rational index? Okay, so here we are having the expressions. How to write this expression? So here all the expressions are in terms of, this is in the real number. So here you are having the decimal number, and again 1 plus 2 means you can write it in the form of the 3 over there. So this is in the form of the variable over there. So how to write this one? How to express this one? So here I am considering the second option, that is 1 plus, we are writing this one as 1 plus 0.01 power 1 by 2. So that means that form should be in the form of 1 plus x, right? So that's why the correct option is B. Option B, 1.01 power 1 by 2. Okay, so next one, here you have the 15th question. What is the formula for the general term in the expansion of x plus y power n? Right? So you are already know the formula. What is the formula? That is NCR into x power n minus r into y power r. So you might be learned in regarding a plus b. So here the variables has been changed like a x and y. So if you replace the a and b by x and y, means you will get the formula as NCR into x power n minus r into y power r. That option B is the correct answer. Okay, so next one, so 16th question. In the expansion of x plus y power n, the sum of the exponents of x and y in terms x and y in any term is always equal to. Okay, so we know the general term. What is that general term? NCR into x power n minus r and y power r. The sum of the exponents that will be calculated, that is n minus r plus r. That means here r and r will be cancelled over there. You will get this one as n. So your answer is option B, n. Next, you are having the 17th question. What is your 17th question? What is the modulus of the complex number z is equal to 3 plus 4i? Okay, so we are having the formula like z is equal to, if you are having a plus bi as a general form, how we will write this one? Modulus of z is equal to square root of a square plus b square, we will write that one. So in that formula, replace the value of the a as 3 and b as 4 over there. If you replace that one, means what you are going to get? Square root of 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square means 9 you will get. 4 square means 16 you are going to get. I square value, that will be again, that will be cancelled over there. 1 you are going to get over there. So that means under root 25 you will get. So if you take out the root, means the answer is 5. So for this one, correct answer is option C. 5 is the correct answer. Okay, so further you are having the 18th question. What is your 18th question? Find the value of I power 2023. Okay, so how to write this one? So we have to take out the powers over there. So I power 1 means I will be the answer. I square means I will get this as a minus 1. So what is the I value? I value is under root minus 1, right? So next one, if you square that one means you are going to get this as a minus 1. Again, if you cube means again you will get the minus I as the answer. Again, if you take the power as 4 means you are going to get the 1 as the answer over there. So similarly, if we divide by 4 and find the remainder means, so for this power I am dividing by 4 and what I will get? 505. So with the remainder of 3, therefore, so last how much remainder has been remained? 3. That means I cube. What is the I cube expansion here? I cube means that value is minus I. So your answer is option D, minus I is the correct answer. Here you are having the 19th question. So a complex number is represented by a point in the Arganda plane. The imaginary part of the complex number correspond to which axis? Already we know, so that A is representing the real numbers and the B is representing the imaginary numbers. So with that we are having the y-axis as a answer for this question. That means the option B, y-axis is the correct answer for this question. Okay, so you have a last question now, that is the what is the polar form of the complex number z is equal to 1 plus I. Okay, so you are going to write the polar form of the complex number. How you are writing that one? Z is equal to a plus bi, and that will be written as r cos theta plus I sin theta. So if you take out the modulus means r is equal to, you will get the under root of a square plus b square, and similarly theta value you will get that as the tan inverse of b by a. So if you add up the values of the value of a as 1 and the value of b as again 1, so if nothing is here means 1 will be the value coefficient is there. So the a value is 1 as well as b value is 1. If you add up those value means you are going to get the r value as root 2. And how to find the theta? That is theta is equal to tan inverse of b by a. So tan inverse of 1 you will write. So when you will get the tan inverse 1, then theta is pi by 4, you will get the tan inverse as the 1 over there. So that's why we are writing this as square root of, so that r will be replaced as root 2 because we got the r value as root 2, right? So root 2 and cos theta, theta value we already find out. What is that value? Theta is equal to pi by 4 plus I sin, again theta is there, pi by 4. So according to this, what is your correct option? Option A is the correct answer, that is root of cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. So with this we are ending this MCQ. So I hope you people were got all the answers.
Meeta ma'am, question
Yes,
number 18, 19, 20. Can you show the answers once more?
Okay ma'am, I will show. 18, 19 ma'am.
17, 18, 19.
Okay. So here you are having the 17th one. So that is z is equal to 3 plus 4i. So for this one you have to find the modulus over there. How you are going to find the modulus? Mod z is equal to square root of a square plus b square. That you have the already formula. So within that formula add the value of a and b as a value is 3, b value is 4 over there. So according to that this will be 3 square and plus 4 square. So this will be under root of 25 you will get. If you take out the under root, so you will get the 5 as the answer over there. So this is your 17th question. Okay, next one, your 18th question is, see here they have given the value of, you have to find the value of the I power 2023. So here one by one we are checking the values. First I will take the I power 1. I power 1 means that will be under root 1, minus 1 will be there. I am writing that one as I itself. Again I am squaring that one. If I square that one, root of minus 1 square means you will get the minus 1 as the answer. If I cube means you will get that one as minus I. If you power rising the power as I power 4, you will get the answer as 4. So this is continuous process. Again, if you take out the next powers means it is going to continue. Repeated values will be come over there. So that's why what I'm doing here, we are divide the exponent by 4. Why we are dividing? Because after the power 4, these numbers were repeating. So that's why whatever the power is there, that power I am dividing by 4 and you will get the 505 with the remainder of 3. So you will get the remainder as 3. Therefore, we are writing this one as I power 3. What is the I power 3? We have done here. What is the I power 3? That is minus I. So option D is the correct answer. And next you are having the 19th one. So this is according to the Arganda diagram. So imaginary part you have to mention over there. If a complex number represented by a point in the Arganda plane, the imaginary part of the complex number correspond to which axis? So there you will be having the, how you are having the Arganda diagram, the complex number will be z is equal to a plus ib. So a is the real part, b is the imaginary part. So B is representing the y-axis over there. So that's why your answer is option B, y-axis. Okay, students?
Ma'am, 12th question. 12th
Okay.
question.
13, 14, 15. Okay, I will show.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you are having the 12th question. So binomial theorem for the positive integral index applies the expansion of which form? So negative integer. So if we are having the negative integers, then also we will apply the binomial theorem, right? And the next one, your 13th question, the expansion of 1 plus x power n rational index n is a series that is valid if, when it will be valid when the modulus of x is less than 1, because it have the series convergence over there. So absolute value of x must be less than 1. So that's why your option B, modulus of x must be less than 1 is the correct answer. So next you are having the 14th question. So here you cannot split the number, right? Which number will be splitted here? Only 1.01 can be splitted over there, right? So that's why, so how we are splitting this one? For the rational index they were asking. You can say, ma'am, C option is also right. Here we are having the two values. No, because the power is not in terms of the rational index. Where is the rational index? This 1 by 2 is the rational index. So the correct option is B. 1.01 power 1 by 2 is the correct option. So here you are having the 15th one. So this is your general formula for the expansion of x plus y power n. What is that expansion? NCR into x power n minus r into y power r. The option B is the correct answer. This is your general formula is there. General term is there. So that you have already learned and you will use as a formula over there. Right? So I hope everything is cleared, students. All answers are cleared, students.
And at schools, we will share the question and answers in the respective group. You can refer the answers also, schools, because it's almost around 4:55 and it is time to wind up. And teachers, please collect the answer sheet from the students and enter all the marks in the Excel sheet and send it to your respective head. Thank you so much. We will share the answers along with the question in the group, madam.
Thank you, teachers. Thank you, students. Thank you, one and all. So, thank you, Vidya Shakti. Karthik, sir, can we wind up the session, sir? Karthik, sir. Karthik sir?
Ma'am, I'm calling. Wait, ma'am. And tomorrow we will have 11th physics. Kindly inform the 11th standard students also. Pinky ma'am, thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, all GJCs are requested, please join on time. Tomorrow, please join by 3:30, not at 4. Today, many of you have late joined. Please don't do this. Our students only losing the opportunity, right? Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Karthik, you can end the session.